Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Dual Destinies. We are continuing the first day of investigation of, Turnabout Academy. We are just being introduced to Robin Newman and Hugo Connor? I'm losing my memories now. Okay, well, let's just continue from where we are.
So he makes pottery too? And what's that bracelet contraption for?
I don't know, but it's silly.
Junie sure has made some unusual friends. These two were the lawyer and the prosecutor in today's mock trial. And even though I wrote the script, I also play the part of the defendant. Final act in a torrent love triangle centered on campus, she-devil Juniper Woods. Level-headed lawyer course genius and hot-blooded prosecutor course student will go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the she-devil's black heart. Wait, these two are the guys who supposedly have a thing for Junie?
Juniper, come on. Your role's way beyond just that. That's right! The mock trial's just the start! She's also the school festival's main event! Live on stage, Juniper Woods, and the crowd goes bananas! Woo! Ugh, where did my Robin Newman voice go? I like the other one I had.
I'm supposed to sing at the school festival. All of the other girls were too embarrassed to try out, so... My Junie singing? On stage in front of people? Wow, she really has changed. I was responsible for making everyone's stage costume.
Oh, here we go. Here's the inconsistency that drives me bonkers.
And this is what I'll be wearing. That's amazing, Junie. But then again, you were always good at that kind of thing. It's not yours. Why isn't Apollo saying anything? These constellations in particular are really something. Oh, thank you. One of my favorite things to do is to look up at the stars in the middle of the forest.
Huh, so you're a fan of the night sky then? Why don't you say you're a fan of Limar while we're at it, Apollo?
Wow, Apollo, didn't know you were such a romantic.
It's not like that. I have this friend, he and I go way back, who got me really interested in space.
Wait, you had friends? When you were young? Color me surprised. As student council president, I cannot allow such mean-spirited teasing to continue. Eep! I think she's angry. Oh, that makes me so angry. The costumes were no problem, but as for the singing, I'm not sure I...
No! You can do it! That's right, and anyone who says otherwise will have to answer to me.
It's like a chivalrous love triangle. A damsel in distress and two knights in shining armor. Maybe that Themis Herald article wasn't too far from the truth. Speaking of the latest news, I wonder how the mock trial turned out. So, how did the mock trial end? We were just about to reach a verdict when the police arrived. Now we'll never know how it would have turned out.
I guess that's what happens when there's a real murder during a fake murder trial. Yeah.
It ended right before the verdict? Talk about bad timing.
I was this close, man! I bet I would have won! But I bet the defense wasn't doing too badly either, right? We'll settle this some other time, and I assure you, I will win when that time comes. Like I'm gonna let that happen? I don't think so!
I hope they don't end up hurting each other.
I thought that was, Juniper. I hope they don't end up hurting each other.
Oh, don't worry. The three of us have been good friends since we've enrolled here.
We even have proof of our friendship.
Proof? Like physical evidence proof? Yes. We're studying for a career in law, and in the legal world, evidence is everything.
Yeah! And as long as our friendship lasts, you can bet we'll be carrying them around!
Ah, the famed Themis Legal Academy ingenuity at work. So what exactly is this proof of friendship anyway? Well, it's a secret, and if I show you, it would be bad luck.
Oh, okay. Excuse me.
I knew it. There's definitely some discord in Junie's voice.
Our friendship is sacred and inviolable. It's not something to put cheaply on display. Proof? We don't need no stinking proof! Us three are friends forever!
I can hear discord in their voices too. But they're talking about their friendship. What's going on here?
Something wrong, Athena?
No, it's nothing.
Oh, alright then. Hey, isn't that... Everyone stay right where you are! Don't move a muscle!
This Detective Fulbright? Is something wrong?
Why, if it isn't my little lawyer friends! Sorry, but the small talk will have to wait. Juniper Woods, you're under arrest for the murder of Constant Court.
What? Wait a second, what's going on here? Why are you arresting Junie?
Please, Detective Fulbright, we're involved in this case too. Ha ha! So, you're the lawyers the dispatch said were first on scene. Excuse me. I can't tell you everything, but I will say this. There are two major reasons for her arrest. Number one, the suspect led somebody to where the body was.
I didn't...
And number two, the crime scene is exactly how the suspect portrayed it in her script.
But you can't arrest her on just those grounds.
True, but there's more. However, Prosecutor Blackwell specifically told me to say no more than that.
So Blackwell's the prosecuting attorney on this one too?
Detective Fulbright, we found this in the suspect's pocket. Why, there's blood on this.
That's evidence we made for the mock trial.
A mock trial? Never heard such a thing, but it sounds fishy to me. Real fishy. Now, if you would, officers. Yes, sir.
But... Junie! I have to do something. I can't let him take her away like this.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do. Cutscene!
Hold it! I refuse to believe that she's the killer! Junie! I've decided. I'm going to defend you. I'll fight with everything I've got. Athena. Junie, it's good to hear you say that name again.
Aw, best of friends. Hate to interrupt your bonding time, but... Aren't you rather new to all this? You're barely even a lawyer.
Well, I don't have much experience, and I may need Apollo and Mr. Wright's help at times. But nobody believes in Junie as much as I do.
I'll help you too, Juniper. There's no way you murdered your professor.
Athena. Apollo. Oops, excuse me. Thank you both. I'm counting on you. We've got your back, Junie.
Guess things worked out after all. Now that you have your lawyers, Miss Woods, it's time for us to head back to the station. Goodbye, Fulbright. Bless you.
I can't believe Junie's been arrested for murder. And I can't believe I accepted her case without asking Mr. Wright.
Take a deep breath and relax, Athena. I'm here to help with whatever you need. So let's get right on the case.
Right!
I won't have this case left in hands of ranked amateurs. If anyone's going to solve this case, it'll be me. Time to investigate.
Why, that smug little... He hasn't even finished law school.
Hugh! That was totally rude! And you're not the only one on the case, man! I'm in too! Big time! Juniper Woods! I'm gonna save you! Now that those two are gone, let's get back to what I was talking about in front of the stage.
About the mock trial?
About the mock trial, that is.
Oh, right! You said the victim's location, position, and so on were just like in the script.
Exactly. But without the script or any props, it's kind of hard to explain. Perhaps I could help. Herr Forehead. Clavier! Ah! Prosecutor Gavin, what are you doing here?
You two seem to know each other. Is someone going to introduce me?
Why, I do believe we have a fresh face here. Greetings, Fraulein. I'm Clavier Gavin. Some know me as a prosecutor, but I'm most famous for my former rock band. We were quite popular, you know, but regrettably the band went kaput. Perhaps you've heard of us, the Gaviniers? I was the lead vocalist.
Never heard of your band. Then again, I was out of the country till only recently. But, can I get your autograph?
You just met him like 3 seconds ago and you want his autograph? And this is crazy. But here's my number. Forgive me, Fraulein, but I'm retired from the showbiz. But I'd be happy to offer my autographs as the rock star prosecutor Clavier Gavin.
Oh, okay. That one then.
She's a lively one, eh, Herr Forehead? Didn't know she was your type. She's the newest member of Writes Anything Agency, that's all.
Nice to meet you. I'm Athena Sykes.
A pleasure to meet you too, Athena Sykes. Now that the intros are out of the way, I'm sure you have some questions for me, ja, Forehead? Herr Forehead? Making up voices for new characters that were there previously. I'll get something even though he's only here for like 5 seconds. May I ask why you people present your attorney's badges like that? It seems like Herr Forehead and Mr. Wright always wants to show theirs off too.
Well, let me ask you, Prosecutor Gavin. Why do you play air guitar? It would seem the answer we seek can be found in much the same place.
I never gave it that much thought, actually. I always just whip it out. Uh-huh. So why are you here? So what are you doing here, Prosecutor Gavin? I'm here for the same reason as your boss, to give a lecture and a training seminar.
So he's the famous prosecutor they invited.
And I have another crucial role to play. The Gaviniers are getting back together for a one-time special performance. Even though you guys disbanded? Which was a shame, by the way. Really. Ja, I know how much you adore our music, Herr Forehead. Anyway, I studied abroad in Germany to get my badge early, but I did graduate from here.
Wait, so that performance Junie mentioned?
I see you've already heard about that. One student representative was selected to sing with us on stage. And the stage was supposed to look like this tomorrow. I really do like Clavier's animations in this. 2 big banners and a pair of wicked statues. This is just an illustration, but it's not half bad.
Wicked statues? Wait, are these supposed to be you and Mr. Wright?
Bingo, Fraulein, and they were so big and magnificent too. What a terrible waste. But the worst part of this whole thing is... my long-awaited reunion with my mentor never came to pass.
Wait, don't tell me your mentor was...
Professor Quart. She was the one who taught me how to think about the law.
So Constant Court was your professor here at the Academy?
She may have taught the judge course, but she had a huge impact on me. She was fond of the saying that the end is only justified through proper means. She wouldn't tolerate dishonesty and always revealed what was right beyond all else. Ugh.
I can feel Prosecutor Gavin's sadness. Oh no, I think I'm gonna cry.
Theta? Are you tearing up? No, I can't blame you. Prosecutor Gavin owes a lot of who he is to Professor Court. Exactly. So, as you can see, we are both joined in purpose, so to speak, ja? Da? How to speak German? Now let's rock this place hard. Huh? I don't follow. Let's rock what? Forget already here, forehead. I said I'd help you explain the mock trial. We're going to reprise it right here in the lecture hall. It might help us catch our killer. Lol. Right, the stage is ready. And you, Herr Forehead, ready to rock? No, the defense is not ready to rock. You saw the actual mock trial earlier, right? Just relax, you'll do fine. Besides, we have the script right here.
Junie's masterpiece? The one everyone's been talking about?
Ja, and there's only one in existence. I borrowed it, if you will. Now, Frolin, we'll need you to play the part of defendant and judge as per the script.
Okay, got it.
I've only read the case outline so far. I don't know how it actually turns out, so I'll treat this like I'm prosecuting a real case. You, Herr Forehead, will play the part of a fledgling lawyer, a role you were born to play. All the evidence is also here with us. We have everything we need to reprise the mock trial.
Ben, let's get started. Defendant/Judge Athena Sykes is psyched and ready to rock. Court is now in session for a reenactment of the mock trial. Or what I like to call the mock trial.
Yeah, a double mockery perhaps, but a trial is still a trial. Act tongue, baby. It's no holds barred. This is hard. Act tongue, baby. It's no holds barred. Let's rock. Can we take it easy today?
It may just be a mock of a mock, but there's only one way to compete. You play to win. So remember, each time I catch you slacking off, I'm holding you in contempt in court.
Great. A judge that voices her own objection and abuses her judicial powers. Life is suffering for Apollo. Always. But this is kind of interesting. The judge's job is so easy.
Now then, Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement, if you please.
You got it, Frolin Judge. Our case is set in a school very much like this one. The victim, a professor, female. The defendant, an archery club member, also female.
Oh me, oh my. I'm innocent! Innocent, I tell you!
That's some seriously bad acting, Frolin. Anyway, the victim's body was discovered in the middle of the quad. Here's a shot of the crime scene. Ironically, it was Professor Court who posed as the corpse. Herr Forehead, how did the mock trial participant react to this photo? Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Court was wearing. He reacts with, the green sweatsuit.
That's not exactly what I would pick to focus on, so why would he care about that?
Too much of a fledgling to know what's important, that one. In any case, both in the mock trial and the actual case, Professor Court was wearing a sweatsuit. Moving right along. Hey, wait a sec! The body was discovered in the same area as the mock case, although there was a stage. Plus, the murder weapon and arrow and the lack of blood was also the same. That's right. And wherein lies the insignificance of this mock trial. So let's keep rocking it hard, just like that. Before the crime occurred, the defendant was to meet with the victim in the quad.
Let's see here. When I arrived at our meeting place, I found the professor with an arrow in her stomach. But it wasn't me. I didn't kill her.
You don't have to ham it up like that, Athena. It's called getting into character, Heffelhead. Don't be such a wet blanket. Right, let's see. Oh yeah, then Hugh said, a frail code used, I can't read anything today. Okay, a frail Coed used her bare hands to stab her professor with an arrow. I don't think so. At the time of the murder, a male student was seen holding a bow in the archery club room, which was a clear view of the quad. He shot the arrow into the victim before my client even got there. Nine, Heffelhead. That feigned swagger does not suit you in the least.
Order! 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 Especially you, Mr. Justice!
Me? But I was just trying to get into it like Mr. Euro Rocker said. The rebuttal.
So the victim was shot from the archery club room before the meeting even took place. Hence, the defendant could not be the killer. That seems to be a defense assertion. Prosecutor Gavin, do you have any objections?
The autopsy report notes that the edges of the victim's wound were unusually ragged. Could such physical trauma possibly result from an arrow shot from a bow? 9. I believe the victim was impaled with the arrow by hand, post-mortem. In short, the real murder weapon was not the arrow at all. When Robin was prosecutor, he had a tough time determining the real murder weapon. Well, he's just a student, a warm-up act, while I am the real deal, the headliner, so to speak. The true murder weapon was most likely the awl that was left in the art room.
An awl? What's that? An awl, you'll say. What might that be?
It's kind of a tool used for poking holes in paper, wood, and other materials. It's kind of an ice pick. I have a folder of here if you're interested.
Gross. It's all bloody up to the handle. Please tell me it's just paint.
Most likely, Fraulein. Pretty realistic, yeah? Let's pretend it's real blood for now. The defendant's prints were lifted from the murder weapon. Furthermore, traces of the victim's blood were discovered in the art room. That's where I believe the murder actually took place.
So, the question now is, how did the body get from the art room to the stage?
The murder took place in the third-floor art room, but the body was found in the quad.
It must have been quite a chore moving the body all that way.
Not at all. There's a maintenance area, storehouse right outside the art room. And a cart used to carry balls around was found there. Emphasis on balls. Oops.
Oh, I think I've seen one of those before. But that's a pretty big one.
A jumbo, yeah? Big enough to fit a person. Or a body in it. The defendant dropped the body from the art window, then moved it with the cart. This is how a high school girl could easily move a body all by herself.
You don't say!
A body dropped from 3 stories up would show signs of massive blunt force trauma. That may be true, but you fail to account for the large high jump mat in the storehouse. A body dropped onto such a mat would show no signs of blunt force trauma. Yikes! It's almost scary how similar this whole case is to the mock trial proceedings. Quite the crafty killer, in an attempt to cast suspicion on the archery club. They moved the body to the quad where it would be an easy shot from the club room. Then the killer faked the murder weapon by inserting an arrow into the owl's stab wound.
Sounds like he has only high praise for Junie's script.
Were there any further arguments from the defense? Nope. It seemed like the teacher who was playing the judge was satisfied too. Time for the finale, then. Your verdict, if you please, Fraulein Judge.
Huh? Oh, right, that's me. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Juniper Woods. Wait a second. Even if this is just a mock trial, I don't want to declare Junie guilty.
Yeah, perhaps that's not such a good idea. Let's end our mock trial here. Besides, it's about time I get back to my investigation.
Thanks, you two. That little run-through of the mock trial cleared up quite a few things.
Act tone, baby. The prosecutions are already got a witness sized up to.
That was quick. Prosecutor Blackwell's almost too good.
You're sure in a helpful mood today, Prosecutor Gavin. Well, his mentor did die. Well, like I said, I just want to catch whoever killed Professor Court. And there's no reason for me to start butting heads with you two. Anyway, I won't say goodbye, as I'm sure I'll be seeing you later. Adieu! His motto is so hot in this game.
I always thought prosecutors were all a rather scary bunch, but Prosecutor Gavin seems pretty nice.
Yeah, he's not so bad as prosecutors go. We should get back to investigating too. We don't really nearly have enough information yet.
And we have to tell Mr. Wright that we accepted Junie's case.
Right. Looks like we have our work cut out for us. Man, I am so sorry. This recording is probably going to be really shit. I just can't read anything today. The most prominent feature of this case is how closely it resembles the script. That makes it a tough one because we have to have a firm understanding of them both.
No sweat! We can reenact the mock trial as many times as we want by reading the script. I'll check it out in the court record and commit it to memory later.
Good. I bet the script and the mock trial are going to be the centerpiece of the real trial. Make sure you know them inside out.
Yes, sir, Mr. Justice!
Mr. Justice? Careful. I could get used to that. Wait, I think I don't want to present my badge to you yet. Let's do it. Oh, nice. Your attorney's badge. That's the first thing you want to present when you meet someone new. I heard that's what all lawyers do. I don't know if that's a troll question or if Mr. Wright's trolling Mr. Paulo.
You heard that? From whom?
Who else? Mr. Wright. Just remember, your badge comes first. Say it, Athena? Check it out. This is my attorney's badge.
Ooh, that's so intense. I want to present mine like that too.
So intense. Double rainbows across the sky.
Apollo, any advice on how to investigate this case?
Oh, start by interviewing people about the basic facts.
Interview people. Got it. Hey, you there! What can you tell me about the...
Whoa, hold on, Athena. The trial's tomorrow, so try to limit it to people with some relation to the case.
Okay, got it. Limit the interview pool.
Right. You might also want to take it down a notch, otherwise you'll be dead by tomorrow.
He wants me to calm down? At a time like this? Junie's fate rests in my hands. I just have to win this one.
I believe we're heading to the outdoor stage first. Hey, what do you think you're doing? The crime scene is off limits to students.
I'm no student, I'm a lawyer.
Yeah, right. Just because you are in law school doesn't mean you're a lawyer. You should see what she did to the last cop who said something like that to her. Why, are you threatening an officer of the law? Yikes! No, it's not a threat. It's more like a friendly warning.
Guess we should go before I get myself arrested for assaulting an officer.
Oh, okay. I guess that didn't happen. But that was still funny. Okay, let's go... I wanted to go to the hallway, not the lecture hall.
Ah, Mr. Wright!
I heard they arrested your friend Juniper. Yeah, Detective Fulbright just took her in. I refuse to believe that one of our students is capable of murder. We must prove her innocent by any means necessary. The ends justify the means. I hope you guys are looking forward to hearing that over and over again. And we're going to actually stop here because we're 30 minutes in, and my reading skills is terrible today, so I probably should just stop now before I murder this even more. So I'll see you guys in the next video, and hopefully my reading comprehension will be a lot better.